Remembered about a video I wanted to make about a really easy fix for a really bad problem. A lot of people with Chevy Cruzes were having problems with the low beams not working all the time, the turn signals not working all the time. I had a problem with that. I also had a problem with my power steering unit. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. And also had problems inside the cabin with my fan and my USB port and my electric seats. Now, I didn't think this car just had last year, it's got low miles. Last year, it just had under 80,000 miles on it. And I didn't think that was enough time for a power steering unit to go bad. So I looked all over the blogs about why the intermittent headlights, why the intermittent turn signals, power steering unit, and so on. I looked at a lot of the blogs. There were people that had the same problem. There were quite a few people that had the same problem. And although there were people on there trying to give advice what to do, none of it really made any sense to me. And I know there were people trying to help, but some of the things they were saying just didn't seem right to me. Some people were saying, replace all your fuses, replace all the fuses in here, replace the fuses under the dash. They were saying to check all your ground wires, make sure that they were tight, not corroded, not rusty. Ground wires on your block, of course. There's a couple on that. I checked all those, and I didn't have a problem. I didn't see any corrosion or anything with my ground wires. So I didn't mess with those. They were all tight. There was nothing, no help on any YouTube videos, and it was a problem. I didn't think I had to change my power steering unit for under 80,000 miles. So I was out here one day. I was looking for more loose wires and things like that. There's another ground wire. It was okay. I was looking for more loose wires and everything. And I was checking my battery terminals, of course. And here's a little battery cover thing that goes to I guess it's a junction, hot wire junction. I don't know what you would call that steel plate right there. And you see it has fusible links in it, 100 amp, 100 amp, 80 amp, 80 amp. A big ground wire, hot wire. I think that's another hot wire. Hot wires for various things in the car. So I had the car running, and I was just decided to come out and look for loose wires. So while the car was running, I reached over and I was pushing on this right here, and my low beams came on. And I was like, oh. So I pushed on it, my low beams came on, I went inside, the power steering worked, the low beams were on. I got back out of the car, they quit working. The low beams went back out. So I removed that, and I actually, there was enough room. I cut the wire back and recrimped it. And I recrimped it real good and put it back on, and it didn't help. The low beams weren't working, but I noticed when I pushed on and off of it, they would work. So I removed the entire plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nuts. I took the whole plate off. I wire brushed both sides of the plate. Wherever there was the connectors were at, I wire brushed both sides, so the top and the bottom of this steel plate, fusible link steel plate or whatever it is. I wire brushed both sides of all these connectors, the top side and the bottom side, all of these connectors. I wire brushed the nuts. I wire brushed the crap out of everything. I put it all back together, and voila, everything started working perfect. My power steering worked perfect. It never cut out again. My low beams started working again. My turn signals, everything in the cabin, it all started working again. Now, I don't know if there was a problem maybe with the zinc plating on this thing, and then just after a few years, it just didn't like conducting electricity anymore. I don't know, because there was no sign of corrosion, there was no sign of rust, and everything was tight and clean. Like I said, there was never any water damage under here. So I don't know why they would just quit conducting electricity back and forth from these connectors. But I wire brushed the crap out of both sides. Oh, and I want to give you a little warning. If you're going to do that, make sure you take your negative battery cable off and your positive battery cable off to be safe, prevent shock and damage to the vehicle and shock to yourself. But anyway, wire brush the crap out of both sides of that, put it back together. It's been working perfect for a whole year now. I haven't had one single problem. So I just wanted to share that information with you guys. If you're having the same problem, I hope it helps you out. I think it will. And it's a freebie fix, and I hope it works out for you. You guys, take it easy. Enjoy your day.